We have a lot of big moments that may be coming up very soon. A few videos back, we read about the closed door meeting that the SEC was going to be having. This could be good news. We'll see. All right. We have some XRP news today. We have some Bitcoin news. We have some silver news. People are getting super bullish on Cardano again. We have an article or two about that. And we have some gold news. I also have a very special article here. A little bit of good information, not good, but like potent information. That's what I mean. I'm going to make a members only video. I'll be putting that out either today or tomorrow. Make sure and check that one out. If you didn't see the last 2 or 3, all of this information glues together. And so I'll be putting that one in the members only section. So it's a potent one. I like to save the best for the members. So now let's begin here with this article. It's titled Ripple versus SEC settlement this week. We've heard this verbiage before. People believe it could happen this week. I'll take it if it does. It begins here. Brett Hill, an ambassador for the crypto exchange BitTrue, stoked the fires of speculation with a post on X. Hill's tweet, which was accompanied by a screenshot of an SEC announcement, read, boom, multiple O's there. Private executive meeting at their headquarters in Washington for Thursday. July 18th, 2024. Reliable sources have informed us that this meeting is connected to the Ripple versus SEC resolution and the finalization of the court case. Now, of course, there's no way to verify who the heck these sources are. Are they actually telling the truth? No one knows. But this is interesting. I like an interesting article here and there, and it could be true. I mean, they're coming to the end of the Ripple case. That's the most pressing matter for them right now. I'll tell you that much. It's going to set a huge precedent. But let me say this. If that announcement comes out, I fully expect, right? Not financial advice now. I'm not a financial advisor. I fully expect things to explode and go crazy. But the pendulum swings equally to the left as it does to the right. That's what they say. So if everything explodes and it goes up high, I expect it to go back down just as fast. You know, you may have a few fluctuations. Once again, I believe that I'll say this. What I'm looking for is after everything is done, case is over, partnerships comes out, and we get a sustainable higher price, that actually is a possibility that's within reach. That's what I'm looking for. That time period, announcement after announcement, utility kicking in. That's what I'm here for. That's what I've been here for this whole time, whether it's XRP, XLM, Algorand. That's what I'm here for. That utility run, where big companies boost up the price. That's what I desire. Boost up the price and hold it there and create a much higher low, just like what they've done for gold. And now we've been here since gold was super low. So we've seen how this works, how it's possible. And when they get something and they're involved, they usually get it and hold it. It props it up a little bit. Now, Bitcoin is getting there. You had some things occur lately. I believe that was highly strategic with Bitcoin. But I believe you'll see the same thing happen for Bitcoin in the future that we've seen happen with gold. All of any of these coins that the large institutions are involved with, I believe you could look at gold as the archetype for how this will go. Everything starts low. They start buying in. They're going to hold, because they want to make money off of it, which is going to cause the price to go up. Retail gets in later, right? Just like with gold. Once gold's price start going up, listen, once gold passed $2,000, $2,100, that's when I heard all of retail really start talking about gold and loving gold. When it was super, super low, I really didn't hear people talk about gold. So anyway, I look at that. I'm keeping that in mind. I believe in the future time, when, I don't know, but future time, I believe the same thing will happen for a lot of these bank coins. Just my humble opinion. You don't have to agree with it. It says here, notably, the SEC's official announcement details the logistics and nature of the meeting, but does not specifically mention the Ripple case. I don't believe that they would. However, the subject matter, because they don't want anyone bullish at all. They don't want to move the market. People would, if they said it had to do with the Ripple case, people would get excited. There'd be a lot of buying right now. Even though whales have been doing some buying, that's interesting that this all is going down. And whales, they bought like 300 million XRP. Yeah, that's why I have an article here. 300 million XRP. So, I mean, that is happening, but everyone else, not so much. So, now that we've said that, we might as well jump onto this article here. So, this article is titled, Ripple Whales by 300 million XRP in 2 days. Altcoin holds steady above key support. It says here, Ripple noted the highest weekly gains in 2024 over the weekend as XRP holders celebrated the 1-year anniversary of Judge Torres' ruling in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Those both are unrelated, in my humble opinion, unless you're going on the fact that a lot of people believe that we can get a good outcome to the case coming up very soon, like this week. So, I also think that that's why some of the whales are just preparing, and they bought so much XRP just in case. And then if it doesn't happen, a lot of that will probably sell again, but we shall see. We'll see. It says the altcoin extended gains by nearly 3% on Monday and trades at 53 cents. At the time of writing, Daily Digest market movers, Ripple whales by 300 million XRP in 2 days. Data from on-chain intelligence tracker Sentiment shows that Ripple's large wallet investors added 300 million XRP to their holdings between July 12th and the 15th. The accumulation of the altcoin by whales is typically considered bullish for an asset. Therefore, it supports a thesis of further gains in XRP. Once again, I believe that all depends how this week goes. This is while the cohort of the large wallet investors holding between 10 million and 100 million tokens added 300 million XRP. Another cohort holding between 100,000, nice, and 1 million XRP accumulated 10 million tokens in the same time frame. I think, you know what? I'm looking at this from another angle now. I'm going to really, really lean to the side of this week is going to determine whether they hold on to this or not, if we get a positive outcome to the case this week or not. And there's a big chance that we might not. I mean, a lot of experts are leaning towards sometime at the end of the summer, sometime in September. I believe Brad Garlinghouse had a few articles and interviews come out where they say he was hinting at that. So we shall see. But at the same time, because the case is so close to an end, and I do believe that there's a high possibility of an explosion in price at that time. How high it'll go, once again, I want to say I don't know. I believe maybe they may hold on to it because of that as well. But then again, I mean, when it comes to whales, I suppose you could believe that they can accumulate whenever they want. But at these prices here, right around the time it starts getting to that end date, I don't know. So maybe they'll hold and maybe they won't. I'm playing with a few ideas there. I'm not sure if I was eloquent in conveying that information, but doing the best I can. All right. So now let's move on to another article here. So this is a fun article. All right. This article is titled, Analyst Predicts XRP to $150. As XRP flashes strong buy signal on Bollinger Bands. Now, the average person is going to take this and say and what they're focused on is the price. It always tells me a lot about people when they address me on a certain article or something like that. It tells me how they think, what they're focused on, how their mind works. So most people are going to focus on the price. I'm not focused on the price. What I'm focusing on when I'm looking at articles like this is the information that the person actually has to give, because I'll put that in my mind for later time. When the bull market pops off or when XRP really is making a utility run, I'll put this in my mind for then, because it may apply, not because of the price, not to reach this price. I don't know where XRP is going to go. I have my numbers, but I'm not going to put that out there. But because this could be a catalyst at some point in the future for an actual run, whatever they're about to say, then also this shows me that now that I'm seeing more and more people come out bullish on XRP, it lets me know this person's bullish on XRP, another person's bullish on XRP, and it's all for various reasons, and I file that into my mind as well. But this is just another individual that's bullish on XRP, so that I'm taking that into account as well, because that will come in handy later. It definitely will. How much reach does this person have? Who are they? What do they do? Like, I'm thinking about all of that when I'm reading these articles. The price is the last thing. I don't need someone to tell me a price at all. What's that going to do for me? That's his thoughts or her thoughts. What's that have to do with my price? What's that have to do with me when I want to, when I want to make a move with XRP, if I want to make a move with XRP? It has nothing to do with me. I know some people are different because they're influenced, right? So a price might influence them to buy or sell or something like that. Or maybe they're battling inside themselves. So someone says something, it might move them this way or that. That has nothing to do with me at all. I don't feel that way at all. So I look at it different. It says here, Tony, quote, the Bull Severino. It's a cool name. That's a cool name. I got to give it up to a person. That's cool. Chartered market technician and founder of CoinChartist identified this buy signal in a recent analysis. An accompanying chart details how XRP collapsed toward the lower daily Bollinger Band amid the latest market correction. XRP rebounds as bullish sentiments return. The German government's Bitcoin sales exacerbated the pressure on the market, leading to steep declines between July 4th and 8th. These declines led to XRP retesting the lower Bollinger Band and even dropping below it on multiple occasions. Bear with me one moment. However, after the German government emptied their Bitcoin stash, bullish sentiments returned. I told you. When the negative catalysts go away, the positives remain. The market will return. It will go back up. Remarkably, XRP spiked 40% from the 40-cent low on July 8th to a 3-month high of 56 cents on July 13th. This coincided with the anniversary of the ruling in the Ripple versus SEC case, which declared XRP a non-security. A buy signal on the Bollinger Bands. After hitting 56 cents, XRP witnessed a mild correction, but has maintained its hold above 52 cents. Meanwhile, amid the latest uptrend, Severino emphasized the XRP had flashed a buy signal with the Bollinger Bands. A decisive close above the upper Bollinger Band, 52 cents, could supply bullish momentum necessary for another leg up. All right. And I think that there's the possibility that when they announce the case is over, everything goes up very high, and that pessimism in people's minds still lingers there. So it may cause harder selling than normal. Some people may sell a little bit more. Some people that didn't sell before may sell, and it may plummet the price a little bit lower. So then if that is the case, who knows how low it could go? It won't be permanent, in my humble opinion, but this type of activity here could come in handy at that time. If we ever see prices like this again during a time where really XRP is unleashed, you see, and that's why I file it away for a later time. So now let's move on here. We're getting to a little bit of the Bitcoin news now. So I like this individual. It's fun every time just reading these articles from him. This is from U.Today, and this article is titled "Say Goodbye to Bitcoin Under $60,000 Forever." That is a bold statement right there. Bold. Samson Mow doubles down on forecast. What's the price of Bitcoin right now? Let's see if they tell us in this article. Sometimes they have a little live hyperlink in there, if that's what you call it, and it tells you the current price, but never again under 60,000. Vocal Bitcoin maximalist Samson Mow revisits his recent bullish Bitcoin prediction about $60,000. It says here, Samson Mow, a renowned Bitcoin proponent and chief executive at Bitcoin adoption focused company Jan 3, has published a tweet, more tweets, to remind the global cryptocurrency community on X platform about his recent mega bullish Bitcoin prediction. I like this guy. Mao now expects Bitcoin to never drop below $60,000 level ever again. Talk about standing on your square. This man does not budge. He believes Bitcoin's going to $1 million. He wants everybody. He wants everybody to buy Bitcoin. He wants he's going to go over to the German government and help them buy more, buy more Bitcoin. Well, bro, why? What are you doing? Why? He cares about retail and everybody. He wants I don't know. He cares about his pockets. Let's be real. But, that's just hilarious. And he takes the time, too. He's one of those people, man. He wants to get everybody involved. Man. But I like it. It's entertaining. I'll tell you that much. Over the weekend, the world's flagship cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has printed an impressive rise of almost 7.5%, soaring from the 80 cents. My word. What am I saying? $58,580 area to the 62,900th zone. I don't know. It just makes me laugh. He's not going to back down, and it angers people because he does not change up. They want him. They want him to back off of that $1 million Bitcoin prediction, and the public is so used to moving people, right? They'll get on your neck and stay on your neck forever about if you make a prediction. And a lot of people change up. 1 minute they're bullish, the next minute they're not. That pressure got to them. They don't want to be wrong. They're scared. 1 minute they say this price, next minute they have a different price, much lower, much more conservative, much safer. They used to be super bullish on something and promoting it and it's going to explode. And then, next minute they don't believe in it anymore. They're against it. They're angry at it now. So the public is used to moving people is what I mean. And this individual right here is not budging. Reminds me of me and the bank coins, It's a lonely road. I'm going to tell you that right now. You have to have the mind. Like, if you're going to be one of those people and you walk alone, just prepare for it. Just prepare to be alone. If you're going to walk alone, you got your own path. Just because the people will go against you. I'm going to tell you right now. Sometimes they're bullish, sometimes they're not. And if they're not, when they're not bullish, they don't want you to be bullish. That's just how it works. It says the fuel for this abrupt price increase was likely provided by a number of factors, including the better than expected CPI report and the end of the recent Bitcoin sale imposed on the market by the German government. Yeah, they'll come at you. They'll come at you, call you all kinds of names and, downplay your intelligence. You could be very, very intelligent, downplay your intelligence, reference others. I don't know why that's relevant. I mean, they will come at you constantly. The positivity is fleeting. The love is very fleeting. But the anger and the hatred, that is so consistent, very consistent. So to see someone just stand up like that boldly and just not budge, that's entertaining to me. It's entertaining. It's impressive. I respect it. Even if I don't agree with the price prediction, I'm not saying it's not possible either. I don't know what's possible. I don't have a God complex. A lot of people do. They have God complex. They believe what they know is what it is. That's it. It can't be any other way. I've never been like that. That's why I say sometimes I could be wrong, because I could be. Anybody could be wrong. We are not gods here. We don't know. Somebody out there is like, wait, what do you mean? We're not that. What do you mean? You know what I mean? We don't know everything. That's what I mean. We don't know everything. And no, we don't. No matter what you believe yourself to be. So now moving on here. Somebody's typing right now. What? Mick. An ancient Kemet. Hey. Long time ago, Atum, and listen. I heard it all. I know all. Like I've been researching a long time. I've heard it all, folks. All right. So anyway, those who know, Now, this article here is titled "BlackRock's Larry Fink. Bitcoin is legitimate financial instrument." We've been hearing a lot of these types of people come out lately saying this. And what did I tell you? When it gets closer to time and they're ready to unleash crypto and make that big money, when all their little friends and partners are in position, they will start to speak positively about this and push it in the mainstream media. This is just another trickle. It's not there just yet, but they're priming the people. They're conditioning their minds. They're getting them ready because, believe it or not, even though there's a lot of people that they're against Larry Fink, 100%. A large group is against these kind of companies. They know how bad they can be. But let's keep it real. I've seen this before. There is a huge, when you do make content, you get to hear from a lot of people. There's a lot of people, they worship. I can't emphasize this enough. They worship anybody that has big money. And when these big money people speak, they listen. They will not listen to you. First thing they're going to say, did you do better than them in life? Financially, they mean. You got more value than them in life? And if you don't, they don't listen to you. They worship these people. So just keep that in mind, too. So when these individuals speak, even though we may not follow them, there's a huge group that does. And they've been programmed and conditioned from birth. Yes, I said it like that because that's how it is. That's what a lot of tradition is. It's telling you got to listen to an authority figure. These people know better than you. And, they show. So anyway, they can move the market. They can cause that price to jump when they're ready. And right now, I believe they're getting it. They're getting everything ready. They're getting the minds conditioned. First bullet point, BlackRock's Larry Fink said Bitcoin is a legitimate financial asset that everybody should hold. Next bullet point, this comes as the asset manager on Monday posted better than expected second quarter earnings. All right. If you see what I see, they've been doing everything, good and bad, in my humble opinion, from what I've observed, to make sure that they're going to continue to do well. Says here, next bullet point, BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust added $4 billion in assets during the quarter. All right, I'm just going to leave that off there. I don't want to talk about BlackRock too much. So now moving on here. And he's already getting the next line of leaders in BlackRock ready, as he'll probably step away sometime soon, just like Jamie Dimon stepping away and all these other people are stepping away to ride off into the sunset. So now, this article here is titled U.S. Bitcoin miners hodl in expectation of Bitcoin price rises. This is another good sign, in my humble opinion. Very good sign. U.S. mining firms are confounding pre-halving expectations by hodling the Bitcoin they mine. Very, very good stuff. Marathon Digital Holdings didn't sell any of its Bitcoin in June. The decision marks a growing trend among United States-based Bitcoin miners who are choosing to keep the Bitcoin they mine rather than sell it. Cointelegraph spoke to Salman Khan, Marathon Chief's financial officer, to understand how miners decide when to accumulate their Bitcoin and when to move them onto the market. It says, quote, it's a very systematic process that we go through from an internal process standpoint, unquote, Khan told Cointelegraph. Quote, there are market dynamics that you have to consider. In the short term, the Bitcoin price could fluctuate and your decision could be impacted as a result of that, unquote. Khan explained why Bitcoin is different from other asset classes when it comes to these considerations. Quote, if we were an oil company and we were producing oil, we would sell all our oil from whatever we produce because that would be our primary source of revenue and cash flows, unquote, Khan explained. Quote, in this space, it's a little different. Bitcoin is a digital asset and it can stay on your balance sheet and doesn't require any cost to store, unquote. Oh, no, not. What is that? Why does it look like that? You don't need big barrels to store Bitcoin, unquote. I don't know why he phrased it that way, but we know that. Marathon holds 18,536 Bitcoin worth over $1 billion, up 48% from 2023's total of 12,538. It says, quote, last year, the rate of return on this asset class was 150% over the last few years. When you look at the average rate of returns, it's been outclassing or outperforming other assets that are typically available for corporations to invest in, unquote. We're going to leave that one off right there. Let's see what else we have. I want to get to this Cardano. We have Cardano. We have Chainlink and Cardano. We're not going to be able to fit everything into this video. Now I have to make a choice. Cardano or Chainlink. Now, Cardano, they have an article here titled Why Cardano Could Be the Next Big Thing. And then Chainlink, they're talking about RWA again. So let's do Cardano. Why not? I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. Might as well cover it. So this article is titled Why Cardano Could Be the Next Big Thing in Crypto, a Bull's Perspective. ADA, the native blockchain token. No, I don't want notifications. Let me click that off. ADA, the native token of Cardano blockchain, could witness explosive growth in the long term as technicals turn bullish. That's why I've been saying that. My word. That's why I've been saying that. Let me keep going. According to Cardano bull Dan Gambardello, the current Cardano daily chart reveals promising signs with 6 consecutive green daily candles. That's what you're going by, the charts. They have a lot of very good developments coming up very soon. That's what makes me believe that it's going to be bullish in the future, but to each his own. It says here in a podcast, Gambardello stated that ADA daily price chart shows signs of a, quote, a long-awaited macro reversal, unquote, potentially signaling the start of an altcoin bull market. Historically, Bitcoin halvings have been followed by significant consolidation phases, but this time they appear to be occurring concurrently, said Gambardello. Notably, this consolidation phase could lead to new highs in the near future. All right, I'm going to leave that one off there, okay? Goes into a little bit of the numbers of Cardano, but nothing major, just a little bit of price action. So now, let's go here, and I have silver. Let's see if we can squeeze silver in. This article is titled, Silver Prices Forecast Will $30 Support Hold as Rate Cut Expectations Change. So silver's dual nature as both precious metal and industrial commodity creates a complex market Balancing monetary policy and economic growth factors. Second bullet point, investors remain cautious as silver hovers near $30 with all eyes on upcoming Fed communications and economic data for clearer directional clues. I'm a long-term holder. I'm not worried about silver at all. I'm very bullish on silver's future. Continuing, bullet point number 3, despite gold's rally, silver's hesitation reflects uncertainty about rate cuts, suggesting potential for significant volatility in the coming weeks. Last week, XAG-USD settled at $30.79, down 44 cents or minus 1.40%. Now we're going to end off here with a little bit of gold news. Then I'm going to go record the members only video. So now, here's gold news. Uganda plans to start domestic gold purchases to build forex reserves. Gold futures closed last week at $2,416.30, up $18.60 per ounce, or 0.78%. Gold stocks, as measured by the NYSE Arca Gold Miners Index, ended the week higher by 5.73%. The S&P/TSX Venture Index came in 1.36%. The U.S. trade weighted dollar fell by 0.75%. Strengths. The best performing precious metal for the week was gold, up 0.78% after lagging the other precious metals last week. Uganda announced plans to start domestic gold purchases to build foreign exchange reserves. Purchases will be executed by the Bank of Uganda directly with artisanal miners. Both central banks of Nigeria and Zimbabwe have enacted such programs. Gold jumped above $2,400 an ounce to close in on the record price set in May, after an unexpected drop in U.S. consumer prices bolstered hopes that the Federal Reserve will soon start cutting interest rates. Gold jumped as much as 1.8% after data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics showed a 0.1% monthly decline in consumer prices, marking the first negative reading in more than 4 years. You sure about that? A 0.1% monthly decline in consumer prices. All right. According to Bloomberg, Cisco Gold Royalties reported preliminary revenue for the second quarter that beat the average analyst estimate. Preliminary revenue was $64.8 million compared to an estimate of $59 million, according to Bloomberg. Wesdome Gold Mines reported record quarterly production of 44,035 ounces, well above BMO's estimate of 35,000. As for the first time, both companies' mined meaningful tons of high-grade mineralization. So, now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So, until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.